27 teams, 21 cities, over 200 games, one T20 national champion. A new era of American cricket starts now. The inaugural Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sling takes place nationwide this summer. Watch live on Willow.tv. Toyota Minor League Cricket, brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Presented by Sling TV, home of Desi Entertainment and Cricket.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Shafiq again coming in from the Param Veers cricket fields in Rydal, Georgia. We have the second match of the day between the Atlanta Param Veers and New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. The New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers have won the toss and elected to bat. The first ball of the inning was just balled. We have the two opening batsmen from New Jersey. My partner Mark is going to be joining me shortly, so we will certainly keep you abreast of all the activities that are going on. The second match. We have Neve McNally opening the spell from the north end to Kenar Lewis. Many of us are familiar with Kenar's batting ability, certainly a ball striker. Yesterday, the Cavaliers played against the Atlanta Fires, which was a very well fought out match, went till the end. The game ended in the end of the 19th over. New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers made 191 for 6 in that match, and Atlanta Fires chased it. They made 187 for 10 in the 19.5 overs, and then Atlanta Fires chased it in the 19th over. Kenar Lewis is a well-known player around the world. Umpire calls a wide. The presiding umpire is Noor, and then we have Russell as a square leg. Beautiful day, beautiful afternoon in Ryder, Georgia. Coming in live, coming to you across Metro Atlanta, across the United States, and around the world in this first minor league weekend. McNally coming to, Kenar just drives this ball towards the backward covers area for a 6. Beautiful stroke. Truly shows the power that this batsman has. Standing up, striking the ball. No chance for any fielder. We are obviously in the power play. Only 2 players to be placed outside of the 30-yard circle. We have a third man. Long third man outside of the 30-yard circle. Kenar had a very positive contribution in yesterday's match. He made 59 runs in 31 balls with 4 fours and 5 sixes. So here comes McNally again for Kenar. Kenar tries to pull the ball. Umpire calls it wide. The 2 fieldsmen outside of the circle. We have a long third man and a long off fielder. McNally coming again to Kenar. Kenar swipes this one, edges it. Third man fielder stops the ball, gives a good throw for a single to the keeper. Score moves on to 10 runs. Kenar Lewis's partner is Salik Iqbal. Salik will be facing his first delivery from McNally. Score is 10, 5th ball of the over. Well played defensive shot by Salik. New Jersey Somerset started their weekend yesterday playing at the Atlanta Cricket Fields. They played their first match against the Atlanta Fire, put up a very good score of 187. Unfortunately, were not able to defend their score with the powers of Ricardo Powell, and a good stroke to the mid-off player, single untaken by Selig. At the end of first over, the score is 11 runs without a loss of a wicket. At the end of first over, the score is 11 runs. A beautiful afternoon, little cloudy, which is actually good for the players. Temperature in Rydal, Georgia is 88 degrees. Certainly a hot day, but definitely better than the 95 plus temperatures that we were having about a week ago with high percentage of humidity. We have Ivor Dyer coming in from the south end. Ivor bowled very well in the first match. He bowled 4 overs for 20 runs, which is a great spell in any T20 match. Dyer will be coming from the south end, the top end. A morning match took place at this facility earlier, where New Jersey Stallions convincingly defeated the Param Veers. Umpire calls the wide on the leg side. Param Veers certainly need to come back in this match, potentially take a W. They were not able to cross the 100 mark in the first match on the batting side. They gave away 170 runs in the 20 overs, so certainly a huge defeat. Dyer comes in again, bowls a nice ball on the offside. This pitch is a very spongy pitch, and you see the keeper, Mark Parchman, pretty much standing almost at the 30-yard circle to collect the ball, because the spongy pitch has a very high bounce. So for the pacers, the keeper really have to stay back in order to collect the ball. Smart bowling by Dyer, keeping the ball away from the batsman, not giving the batsman any chance of using the bat. This is Shafiq from Here comes Dyer again. The batsman leaves the ball. We are coming in live on the second day of the minor league inaugural season across the United States. Matches were played yesterday all across USA. Same thing is going on today. We are coming in live from Rydal, Georgia, a new facility in Georgia. Dyer seems to be taking advantage of the spongy wicket, keeping the ball on the offside, but keeping it closer to the batsman so the batsman doesn't have a chance to flash that particular ball. He bowled very well in the first match, bowled 4 overs for 20 runs. And seemed to continue his bowling mark. Batsman pulls this ball, mistimes it. Ball goes off to the mid-on fielder for a single. Umpire has called a no ball. Seems like a foot no ball. A no ball has been called. A free hit is offered to Kanar. Kanar is certainly a hard hitter of the ball. He will try to take advantage of this particular free hit to his best of his ability. Kanar is facing Dyer on a free hit. And Kanar hits this ball hard. This ball has gone over 100 yards. A well hit ball, a free hit strike. Kanar Lewis takes advantage of it, goes straight, tells the bowler, I'm here. Making sure Dyer gets to know that Kanar is here. This ball was hit straight, long distance, looked like a baseball home run type of a hit. Very strong hitter, Kanar Lewis. Here comes Dyer again. Balls it short and potentially Kanar tried to pull this ball. The ball hit his arm, went to the first slip. Fielders appealed. Umpire said not out. It's great to have the two umpires that we have. We have Noor and Russell. Noor was a presiding umpire on that call. I'm sorry, Russell was a presiding umpire on that call. These two umpires have played high quality matches, have officiated international type of matches, and certainly know how to conduct the game. Umpires will not allow any further discussion on this play. Play must go on. At the end of second over, the score is 20 for none. 20 runs have come by with the loss of any wicket. Naive McNally is coming in again. A good Yorker ball. Batsman plays the ball. Ball goes towards the backward point area. McNeely is a pretty, quick bowler. If the batsman is not able to pick up the ball, and if the bowler is bowling the Yorkers, I think the only thing that will stop the ball would be the stumps. McNeely coming in from the north end, bowling his second ball of the second over, facing Kanar Lewis. Lewis hits the ball straight. The bowler was able to break the speed of the ball, putting his hand in there. Batsmen take a single, ball goes off to the long off fielder. McNeely is keeping a long off for Kanar and then bringing in that player inside. A good stop. Two overs have gone by. The score is 21 for loss of 0 wicket. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are here, we have an announcement to make. A Chrysler 300 black color vehicle is blocking other vehicles. So if you are here and that's your vehicle, please make sure to move that so others can pass. This is a public announcement. Here comes McNally again. Nicely placed stroke, hit towards the That was a beautiful stroke played by Salik Iqbal at the deep mid-wicket area. 2 bounds, 4 runs. Boundaries are certainly coming. Here comes McNeely. Oh, beautiful stroke. Well-timed stroke. Way over the boundary for 6 runs on the long on side. Fielder had no chance. The only thing the fielder could do is just look up and watch that ball. The score is ticking with Kanar and Salik Iqbal. Boundaries. Salik Iqbal is playing on 13. He has faced 12 balls, 1-4, 1-6. Kanar Lewis is batting on 14. Facing 7 balls, and he has hit 2 huge sixes. 3 overs gone, so without a loss of a wicket. Dyer continues on from the south end. The Param, I think they have lost the first match with the huge get in the game. So here comes Dyer. It would be nice to see the Param side making some noise, encouraging their bowler, putting the batsman under pressure. But we're not seeing any of that as of yet. This is the 4th over bowling. Kanar Lewis and Salik Iqbal have had a great start, hitting many boundaries. Dyer coming in. Keeping the ball on the offside, using the pace of the ball to beat the batsman. Kanar, lone player, plays in leagues around the world. Batsman. He made 59 yesterday. Let's see what he can do today. Kanar flashes his bat. The ball hits the bottom edge, goes away to a third man 4. Even though there is a third man there, the fielder had no chance because it was very fine and went very quick. 4 more to Kanar Lewis. Score goes on to 36. In the 4th, coming to Kanar. Kanar hits a huge hit, and it goes over the boundary. Certainly the ball was up in the air for quite some time. Wasn't the last 6 he hit Dyer. Not only the height, but also the length. This one had more of a height and just went straight 6. Kanar is certainly showing. I got the willow in my hand, and that willow is a strong willow in a strong, hard-hitting player's hands. Here comes Dyer again. And Kanar to go. Missing the stump. Bowler knew, the players knew the ball was going down. Coming in from right, inaugural first. Kanar to fortunate this time series on square leg boundary. 4 runs to Kanar. A pretty expensive course, 1-6. 4. The score without a loss. without a loss of a wicket. Param players will need to make some noise to encourage their bowlers, to encourage each other to get in this game. The opening partnership between Kanar Lewis and Salik Iqbal is certainly making an impact to the scorecard. They've put on 46 runs in 24 balls, hitting a total of 3 fours and 4 sixes. So runs have been coming on 4s and 6s. We need to see some energy from the Atlanta Param players. The loss they had this morning, or the morning match, I think it is having an impact on them. In the morning match, New Jersey Stallions batted first and scored 170 runs, the loss of 6 wickets, and they bowled down Atlanta Param for 87 runs in 13.1 overs. So certainly a not good start to the league competition for the Atlanta Param, but that's just a match. You know, that's T20, things change very quickly within the match. Same time, you could lose a devastating loss and still come back strong in the next match. So that's what needs to happen for the Atlanta Param, playing at their home field in Param cricket field, Georgia. The New Jersey team this morning and are facing another New Jersey team this afternoon. We welcome all our viewers from Metro Atlanta area, across the country, in the United States and around the globe. Live on our YouTube channel. First weekend for minor league cricket, new era for cricket in America that has begun. Last season was the exhibition season because of the COVID environment and the COVID restrictions that were placed. We have a new bowler coming in from the north end, Veers Patel, youngster, and he did with a huge six in the cow corner area. The batsman gets on his knee and hits this ball in the cow corner area for a 6. Salik Iqbal times this ball perfectly, gets on his knee for a 6. The score goes on to 52. Salik is on 19. Nice defensive play by Salik. Veers Patel is a young player, has played in under 19 competitions. A good batsman as well, and a good fielder. Oh, he gets treated again. This time around on a back foot, lifting shot for a 6 over the extra deep cover area. The batsman takes his time, waits for the ball, gets on his back foot, and hits this ball well over the boundary in the extra for a 6. So here is certainly getting, at times keeps the ball low, allowing the batsman to get on his back foot, and needs to be done. This looks like going to the area, the fielder with the spinner is the right line, the best chance to. And when you have players like Kenar Lewis, that may not be a wise decision. Umpire. Here's one. For a wide. Here comes. Nicely placed single, mid-off area. This partnership is all with both batsmen hitting the boundaries and taking the score. Score is up to 60 in the 5th over. And here collects his first wicket, bowling down Salik Iqbal. Salik overplayed that ball, missed it completely. Wicket was needed. And here Patel makes his contribution in this innings. Once again, as I've mentioned before, shoulder to push the ball as needed. He has a good variation. This ball he pushed, batsman overplayed the ball, and in the process allowed his guard to be. First wicket falls for the New Jersey Cavaliers, score of runs. 5 overs are gone, score is 61 for 1. Salik Iqbal made 26 runs, facing 1-4 and 3 sixes. So of his 26 runs, 22 of them came from the boundaries. Kenar Lewis is batting on 29, faced 14 balls. He has had 3 sixes and 2 fours. So Kenar's 29 runs, of them have come on the boundary. Beautiful afternoon in Ryder, Georgia. Param cricket fields in Ryder, Georgia, played between Atlanta Param and New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. New Jersey lost their first match yesterday against Atlanta Fires. Atlanta Param lost their first match earlier today against New Jersey Stallions. So both teams have lost their first match and certainly can use a W for their first weekend matches in Atlanta, Georgia. We have a new bowler from the south end. Sahil Charania is coming in. Pretty hard in the first match. He bowled only 1 over. He's going to be facing one of the hardest hitters in the game, in this tournament, Kenar Lewis. Here comes Sahil. And Kenar places that ball, cuts it towards the backward point area for a 4. Smart play from Kenar Lewis, waiting for the ball to come, cutting the ball in the deep backward point area. Continues his boundaries, increasing his individual score and the total score Cavaliers are coming. Kanar again places the ball to the backward point area for a single. We have a new batsman, Xavier Marshall. Many of us know Xavier and also played Xavier Marshall. Ball from Sahil Charania in 15 balls. Here comes Sahil. Way high ball. The square ball. Square leg calls the batting umpire. Follows the direct. Calls it a wide. Warns the team of one over the shoulder. The presiding umpire is Russell. He has done many international matches. Ziv cut the ball, misses it. Keeper. A nice breezy afternoon in Ryder, Georgia. Special thanks to Seema and Jayesh Patel for building this facility. We are in the 67 for 1. Here comes Sahil. Very, very close to Xavier's bat, beating the batsman. As we have mentioned before, a spongy pitch, certainly because they get pitch. Here comes Sahil. Sahil, the first 4 of the first ball, come back strong. Kanar Lewis is batting on 34 of 16 balls. Xavier Marshall has faced 3 balls. And he serves ball to deep backward square leg player. There's a fielder there. Collects it on one bounce. A well-timed shot, but only produces 1 run. Xavier with that single. We are now done with 6 overs. The power play is done. Certainly a productive power play by the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. They picked up 68 runs, 1 wicket in this power play. Very, very good run. The question now remains is whether they can continue on with the few overs. They certainly have all the wickets that they need to have left. 14 overs left. This a pretty high-scoring innings if this continues. 6 overs gone, 68 for 1. A new bowler coming in fourth end. Well, actually is here continuing on. Here is continuing over. Here Patel bowled 1 over for 15 runs, took 1 wicket in the slow ball. Xavier punches it. Here goes out and collects that ball. Here is certainly a very active fielder as well, so for him to bowl and then move is not something unusual. Xavier places this ball to the long off boundary player for a single. Score nudges on to 69 for the loss of 1 wicket. 6.3 overs gone. The big man is now facing Hir Patel. That's in mind. And swipes this ball, potentially a catch. Drops before at the long on area. I don't think the fielder was ready for this. If he had really sprinted, he might have made it to the ball, and it would have been a diving to let the ball drop and pick it up on one bounce. Here Patel coming to Xavier Marshall. Slow ball, very, very good slow ball by the youngster. Confusing Xavier. Xavier wasn't sure what to do on that ball. Here is finishing his second over. Coming into Xavier. Xavier gets on his back foot, plays the ball. Here goes out and to collect the ball. Here has bowled 2 productive over by Here. So Here has bowled 17 runs with 1 wicket. Score is now 70 for 1. At the end of 7 is going to continue. Georgia at this beautiful cricket built with this facility. Sahin to Kanar Lewis. The score right now is at the end of 7 overs. Sahil Churania coming in from the Kanar Lewis batting on 35, facing 18 balls. Most of his runs have come off boundaries. He has hit 3 fours and 3 sixes. So that's 30 runs right there. 35 runs total, 30 runs have come from boundaries. Kanar facing Sahil. Kanar hits this, slaps this ball backward, covers area. There was a fielder there, but fielder had no chance. It went 1 bounce to the boundary. Fielder could not even move 3 feet. This is a big on the long side and also on the cover side. Kanar waited for that ball to come in. As we have said before, there is a lot of sponginess in this particular wicket. The ball sometimes holds on, giving the batsman enough chance to put the shot so that they can truly hit the ball. And that's what exactly Kanar did. Here comes Sahil again. Oh boy. It looks like a wide. A quick one on the leg side. Umpire call. The score continues to tick on. The score is now 75 for 1. We are on the 8th over. Sahil Chorania bowling his second, given 12 runs thus far in 1.2 overs, coming in from the south end. Here comes Sahil. Stroke. A premeditated stroke. He's going to play the ball whenever he feels like and however he feels. And that stroke certainly proved that Kanar is playing with this confidence, is in full control of the stroke play that he is doing right now. So here comes Sahil. Again, places a defensive stroke. Kanar made 59 yesterday against Atlanta Fires in 31 balls. The cricket fields yesterday afternoon. Looking to follow with this same ball. Ball goes way over corner area for 4 runs. No fielder Lewis went near the deep mid-wicket area for 2 bounds. Kanar is playing very comfortably on this pitch without any hesitation. And he hits a straight shot. This is a baseball home run type of a shot. Probably went, I would say, 10 yards on the long onside. Kanar makes his presence known. He is on 49 of 23 balls. 49 runs off 23 balls. Kanar Lewis. He has 5 fours. So his 49 runs from 44 runs of the... He has only run 5 runs of his 49 runs. Comfortably waiting for the right ball to hit. We saw Kanar hit a beautiful deep cover drive or deep cover slap shot in the where the standing in the deep cover had even moved because the ball so quickly. The Param Veers thing to create some excitement for themselves. 8 overs, 5 for 1. New bowler coming in. The 9th over. New bowler coming in from the north end. A slow ball. Xavier tries to swipe it. There's a fine leg player there. Collects the ball. Mark Dayal bowled very well in his first 3 overs in the last match and unfortunately ended up giving 14 runs in the last over. He was very upset at the end of the 4th over that he bowled because that over went for 3 boundaries. Here comes Dayal. Slow ball. Xavier plays on a back foot to the backward point area. Again a dot ball. 2 dot balls thus far in this over. Dayal coming in from the north end to Xavier. Short ball. Xavier takes his time, pulls the ball to the long on area for a single. Dyer collects the ball, throws it to the bowler for a single. We are coming in live from Ryder, Georgia, a new facility called Param Veers Cricket Fields. Kanar Lewis tries to flick that ball. Ball is on the leg side. Umpire calls a wide. So far, the Somerset Cavaliers are in top order, full control of this match. The opening pair of Kanar Lewis, Salik Iqbal gave a good start. Salik Iqbal got bowled by Hir Patel for 26. Xavier Marshall has come in, he's on 3. He has been pretty slow in making, it was his 13th ball faced. And he has made for the Cavaliers that Kanar Lewis on the other end is certainly hitting the ball hard and making the bowlers pay for it. Xavier flicks this ball for a single. Bowler runs to the mid-wicket area, picks up the ball. The field is pretty spread out. That's why they had to go to the mid-wicket area to collect that ball because there was no fielder placed there. We are now at the end of the 9th over. Score is 89 for 1. Mark Stephen Dayal has bowled 1 over for 4 runs. Sahil Charania has bowled 2 overs for 22 runs. Kanar Lewis has made his 50 of 24 balls in 9 overs. So Kanar seems to continue his batting spree from yesterday, where he made 59 runs off 23 balls. 59 runs off 31 balls. Today he has made 50 runs from 24 balls thus far. The earlier match that we watched here today between Atlanta Param Veers and New Jersey Stallions, it was an honor to meet Earl Daly. Earl is a good friend from New York. We played cricket in Metropolitan League in the 1990s. Earl has been in coaching group, coaching our youngsters, the future of cricket in America. He is the New Jersey Somerset team who convincingly defeated Atlanta Param Veers by 80 plus runs. Here comes Patel. Short ball and Xavier Marshall. There's a catch at the boundary. Fielder seemed to be a very catch. The fielder did have to move a few yards, but the ball enough so that he didn't have to dive or anything. The ball came on the chest and fielder just popped it. Unfortunately, there was no second attempt on that particular catch. Xavier Marshall, I think, could have hit that, but the boundaries here. Here is Kanar Lewis for Hir Patel. A short ball and Kanar slaps it to the long off area where it's straight for a single. He moves on to 51. Xavier Marshall is on 5 runs, having faced 16 balls. So the strike rate is very low for Xavier. Maybe it will pick up in the coming balls. Xavier misses that ball again. The run rate is coming down now because Xavier has really not kept up the run rate. His run rate is 29 points, having faced 17 balls. Xavier nudges it to the onside for a single. Hir Patel throws it to the non-striking end. Good backup by the fielder. I think Xavier will need to pick up his strike rate in order to stay with Kanar. Kanar has a strike rate of 204, having faced 25 balls for 51 runs. Slow ball. Kanar hits this hard, long, and it goes for a 6. A strong player, Kanar Lewis. You cannot afford to bowl him a slow ball. a short slow ball because he will go on his back foot just the way he did and pull that ball, and that ball went like a bullet for a 6. It's a long boundary. I believe the boundary is about 75 to 80 yards, close to that mark. Certainly a 75-yard boundary, but Kanar had no issue clearing that boundary on a bullet kind of a shot. Score is now moving on to 98 for 1 at the end of 10th over with a loss of 1 wicket. The way New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers are going, you could be looking at 200 runs. Xavier pulls this ball, a short ball on the leg side. A deep backward square leg kind of a shot. 2 loose balls. This is turning out to be a boundary game. Xavier gets on his knees and pulls this on a fine leg area for a 6. Xavier takes Dayal, gets on his knee, sweeps this ball on a fine leg 6. There is no cheering going on behalf of the Atlanta Param Veers, and Xavier goes again. This is on the other side of the ground. Extra deep cover area, and Xavier is now making his run rate count. Strike rate has gone up over 100 for Xavier Marshall now. Xavier goes again, X. This is a long on, deep long on. Xavier has certainly changed his score cover. A 4, 6, and a 6. Prior to this over, Xavier 6 runs for 18 balls. He is on 28 for 22 balls with the strike rate of 127. An over that has certainly changed Xavier Marshall's strike. Here comes Dayal, 5th ball. Is this going to be a boundary again? No. Xavier gets on, pushes the ball to the backward covers area, deep covers area for a single. Actually, the batsman went for 2. Xavier Marshall and Kanar Lewis. As I've said before, Kanar has made his hitting 4s and 6s. Xavier had a very, very slow start, only making 6 runs off 18 balls, changed the rhythm of his batting in this over. Xavier tries to cut the ball goes to the keeper. End of the 11th over is now 120 of 24 runs by Dayal. That saw Xavier Marshall change his strike rate. Xavier hit a 4, 6, another 6, and a third 6, and then a double and a dot ball. So Xavier made 24 runs in that balls, bringing his score up to 30 runs off 24 balls. Certainly changed the momentum of his strike rate. Xavier is now catching up to Kanar, is on 57 of 26 ball. Patel is going to continue on. Kanar stroke, the ball goes in area. I believe this score is going to go over 200. Now if Kanar is a slow ball and Kanar pulls it deep, deep mid wicket 6. You cannot bowl a slow ball to Kanar. He will hit you straight for a 6. He will sweep you for a 6. He will get on his back foot and hit you for a 6 on a slow ball. So this idea of bowling a slow ball on this spongy wicket is not going to work against Kanar, because he's a strong hit. Here comes Patel. Kanar goes straight to the long on area. Single. The run is on in this over. 7 runs have come in, thus 3 balls to 129 for 1. 11.3 over. Here comes Xavier plays a defensive shot. I think it was double mother bounce. The ball bounced a little higher than what he had expected. Xavier took a safer route and played the defensive shot. Here comes again. The ball to the mid-wicket area for a single. I think it's important to remember that it's a key element of cricket, because it allows the batsman to see the ball from the other side. And Kanar flicks this ball, and then it is caught at the boundary. Is it a catch or a 6? Umpire is waiting for the fielder to make a call. And 6 runs. I believe the fielder had an opportunity to catch that ball, and unfortunately couldn't. I believe it's the same fielder trying to catch a ball earlier and dropped. Kanar Lewis flicks. Again, the power of Kanar Lewis this afternoon at Spider, Georgia. Kanar is making with his boundaries. He is on 64, 4 4s and 6 6s. He's playing on a strike rate of 220. He does have a potential to in this innings, because there are plenty of overs left. The score is 136, and I'm sorry, did not realize that the last ball was not counted on the scorecard yet. The score is 136. Kanar Lewis at 70, hitting 7 6s with a strike rate of 233. We have a bowling change. Look like Ehsan is coming in. I will confirm that. Ehsan Plummer is coming in from the north end. Xavier Marshall. And Xavier pulls this ball for a 6. 6. Pull the stroke. Based on the fieldsman decision, 4 runs. coming in. A short ball. Xavier waited for that ball, pulled it over the deep mid-wicket area for a 4. It just touched the boundary like 2 inches before. Initially, the umpire had called a 6, and after the fielder request, the call was changed. Straight hit to the bowler. Try to hold on to the ball, but the speed of the ball for him to hold on to the ball. A straight ball hit to Hassan by Xavier Marshall. Kanar Lewis is on 70 runs. He make a century today. Let's find out. Short ball, Kanar doesn't know. This was certainly a surprise to Kanar. The ball hit at the bottom edge of the bat. Kanar thought he was hitting the ball on the offside and the fine leg side for a single. Xavier Marshall facing Hassan. Short ball, and Xavier hits it again because this was a short ball. Enough time for Xavier to position himself, get on his back foot, and just pull that ball over the deep mid-wicket area for a 6. The only thing the fielder could do is see the ball go over his head. This is turning out to be an expensive over. The score is 148. Short ball again, and Xavier goes it again. And this time around, the skip boundary, the deep mid-wicket boundary, 1 bounce. The skipper, Darpan Patel, holds on to that ball. That ball came as a bullet, 1 bounce. Xavier certainly made use of those short balls, pulling the ball for boundaries. And now we have Kanar facing the ball. Kanar takes a quick single. There's a run-out possibility, but Hassan holds on to the ball, does not want to give away any extras. Overthrows. The over comes to an end. Certainly an expensive over. It went for 14 runs. Xavier Marshall has really picked up his innings. He was on 6 runs of 18 balls, and now he's on 43 of 30 balls. So in the last 12 balls, he has made 10 runs. 12 balls, and he has made 37 runs to bring up his strike rate. A very good strike rate after starting out with a strike rate of about the last 3 overs. Xavier Sean can also make a contribution. Change of bowling coming in. And skipper has decided to take the ball. Darpan Patel, medium pace. This is 14th over coming in from the south end. Score has really creeped up to 150 runs. Have a very good partnership between these two. Oh, it's hit miles and miles away by Kanar Lewis. Deep mid-wicket shot. This could have gone for probably, I would say, 90 to 100. Kanar times his ball, just flick on the deep mid-wicket side. He is looking strong to make his century today. There's a full toss, potentially a wide Men run for two. Umpire calls a wide. 3 wides. Skipper has come on to bowl. Unfortunately, it has not been a good start thus far. The first ball went for a 6. Slow ball coming in, and Kanar pushes this ball in the deep extra square area, extra covers area. For a single, this is Shafiq coming in from Ryder, Georgia, at the inaugural weekend of the inaugural minor league cricket from Atlanta. Short ball, umpire, square leg warning, over the shoulder call by the square leg umpire to call 109. A 160. Here comes Xavier, places the ball in square leg area. Fielder comes from the boundary to pick up the ball for a single. Beautiful afternoon, nice breeze, conducive temperatures. The temperatures have been in the 80s, which is pretty good for Atlanta at this time of the year. For Lewis, and he flicks it over the backward point area for a 4. Ball goes over the 30-yard boundary circle. The fielders in the circle had no chance chasing that to the backward point bound for 4 runs. Kanar Lewis to potentially make a century. Ball thus far. We are coming in from Ryder, Georgia. Marshall hits the ball straight to the long off fielder. I'm having technical difficulties with my cricket clubs, so I'll need someone to give me the score. Unfortunately, the signal here sometimes doesn't work, and now I'm at the mercy. This ball is skied. Fielder underneath it and takes a catch for Kanar Lewis. Kanar is out, and I will give you his score as I address the technical issues that I'm having with the cricket club's connection. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Shafiq again. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We are waiting for the scorer to come next to us so that we can give. This is a beautifully hit strike for 6 runs. Xavier Marshall is certainly making it count now, striking the ball hard. Xavier hit this cover stroke for 4 runs. Even though Kennard Lewis got out, the run rate continues on. Xavier Marshall is continuing and picking up where Kennard Lewis left off. We will give you the scores shortly. Kennard had a very, very good innings. Kennard made 83 runs. The score is right now, we are at 181 with a loss of 2 wickets at the end of 15 overs. We are blessed to have our scorer next to us now. Thank you, Mr. Scorer, for coming next to us. This certainly looks like a 200 kind of a score. The new batsman that has come in is Chandrapal Hemraj has come in. Hemraj Chandrapal. Xavier Marshall has now crossed his 50. He's on 59 of 37 balls. Dyer coming in again. We are having technical issues all across here right now, but we will certainly try to resolve that. In the meantime, I'm going to continue to do the commentary, so at least you have some excitement. This is the 16th over bowling. Dyer coming in, Hemraj flicking this ball. The ball doesn't go too far from the pitch. Batsmen take a single. Umpire calls a leg by. We are in a location where signal is very difficult at times. Unfortunately, many of us have lost the signal right now and are unable to continue with the cricket clubs. Xavier Marshall. Xavier Marshall is on 59 of 37 balls. He has certainly picked up his strike rate. He was batting at 6 runs off 18 balls, and now he is on 59 of 37 balls. Dyer coming to Xavier Marshall. Xavier places a safe stroke. Plays a safe stroke because there was a Yorker type of a ball. Smart play by Xavier. Taking a single, bringing Hemraj on the strike. The score ticks on to 180. 182. Hemraj to flick this ball on the leg side. Umpire calls a wide ball. Chandrapal Hemraj is a player that many of us know. Strong batsman. Yesterday when he played against Fire, he made 10 runs off 11 balls. Today, there may be better opportunity for Hemraj. Here comes Dyer. Straight play to the fielder. It could have been a chance of a run out. Unfortunately, Durpan was not able to pick up the ball. Batsmen safely make it to their crease. And the score moves on to 185, loss of 2 wickets. Xavier placing a safe shot to the covers area for a single. Square leg is going right left because of the right left combination of the batsmen. We are in the 16th over. Score is 185 for 2. Hemraj hits this ball straight, potential catch. Ball drops before the fielder for a single on the long off side. The score is now 187, loss of 2 wickets, 16 overs gone. As I had mentioned before, this score looked to be over 200, and I think we are absolutely going to get over 200. We are now in the we have a change of bowling from the north end. Sahil Charania has come in. We are having some technical difficulties with the connection here, but we're going to try. Hemraj hits this ball hard, skies that ball. There is no way any fielder ball. It's gone for a huge 6 over the wicket area. No chance for any fielder. Hemraj continues the running streak that Kennard Lewis and Xavier had started. I'm going to try to give you as much of the score, but unfortunately the connection is very weak and I cannot get the score right here, but hopefully someone is going to come and help us. The score has moved on to 197. The first 3 balls have been expensive balls. It's gone for 4 and a 6. Here comes Al Charania to Hemraj. A low full toss ball. Hemraj places that ball in the extra cover area. The fielder at the boundary stops the ball. Batsmen go for 2. Comfortably take 2 runs. A low full toss ball. Extra cover drive by Hemraj. We are very close to the 200 mark. Hemraj hits it straight, and there is no fielder. Straight out. New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers have now crossed the 200 mark. It is 203 in the 17th over. Chandrapal Hemraj batting on 18 of 9 balls. He is making himself known. Sahil Charania is getting brunt of the beating in this over. Has given 16 runs off the 5 balls. And Hemraj is still looking to make some more. Sahil Charania coming to Hemraj. Hemraj tries to play the ball on the offside. This could be a run out. And it's a missed opportunity by the bowler. Hemraj had walked up the crease unnecessarily, not knowing where the ball was. Sahil Charania, the bowler, went all the way to collect the ball and threw the ball to the stumps. Unfortunately, missed the stumps. And a run-out opportunity was gone. The score is 2-3 at the end of 17 over with the loss of 2 wickets. Earlier on, Kanar Lewis made 83 runs off 37 balls, hitting 8 huge sixes and 6 fours. The 8 sixes that he hit, many of them were over 90, 100 yards. This is a big boundary, about 75 to 80 yards boundary, but some of the balls he hit, they looked like a baseball home run going to the upper deck. Kanar Lewis gave a wonderful start with Salik Iqbal for the opening partnership. Salik Iqbal made 26 off 17 balls. Then Xavier Marshall came in as one down batsman, had a very, very slow start, making only 6 runs off the first 18 balls. And then thereafter, he just took off like a spaceship. Here we have the 70. Oh, this is gone big time by Xavier. This is gone big time. Another long 6. Potentially over 100 yards, maybe 120 yards. We are seeing some big sixes in this match. More like home runs in the upper deck area. All batsmen that have come in have come with the intention to now clear the boundary. Xavier Marshall is now batting on 67 of 40 balls. Neve McNally tries to. Xavier takes a single, placing the boundary fielder. Chandrapal Hemraj is on 18 of 10 balls. He also joined the party by hitting a huge 6. And here he goes again. Could this be an out catch? Fielder catches a beautiful catch. A diving catch. Diving catch. I believe that's Ehsan on the long off ball. He ran at least 15 yards. Boundary. It might be McNally. I'm not sure who it was, but we will tell you shortly. Is it Ehsan? It has been confirmed that it was Ehsan. McNally was the bowler, congratulating Ehsan on a diving catch, taking away the boundary and sending Hemraj back to the pavilion. Hats off to the youngster. Score is 2-10 with the loss of 3 wickets. We are now in the 18th over. Here comes McNally. A low full toss ball. Xavier hits it to the long on boundary. Fielder comes chasing in. Batsmen make a single. The new batsman is Rutherford. Shafan Rutherford is someone, a name that we have known. Also a hard hitter of the ball. There is a potential that this innings score could go to 230, 240. We are in the 18th over. The score is 210 runs. McNally coming for Rutherford. Rutherford flicks this ball. The ball goes over the infield player. Batsmen take 2 runs. The ball went over Dyer's head. Dyer was standing at the mid-wicket area, 30-yard circle. The ball went about 20 yards away from him. Here comes McNally to Rutherford. Oh, what a play! What a play! Beautiful play. Ball going to the boundary. Fielder chasing, saving the boundary for 2 runs now. Beautiful flick. We have gotten used to these kind of shots in T20 matches. So we are now in the 19th over. I have a new commentator joining me, Alex. Alex, you've been watching this match, seeing the boundaries get hit, seeing some flicks occurring. The score is 215 for the loss of 3 wickets, 2 overs left. What is your prediction?
Oh man, it's a beautiful day for cricket, as you said, man, but it's awesome out there. They're doing what they can, but it's looking like 220, 240 for me.
I think you may be right. Dyer coming in the 19th over. It's a full toss ball. Xavier Marshall misses that ball. That ball should have gone over the boundary. Unfortunately, the batsman misses the ball, mistimes that ball, and the ball hits him right on the thigh pad. So Alex, as you said, beautiful day, nice breeze.
Nice breeze, nice sun. It's looking lovely. I'm seeing a lot of shots, a lot of big shots too. Like you said, baseball shots, man. Home run shots.
Again,
oh, man, again, big
toss.
shot. It's gone. That's out of the park, man.
Looks like a 4-run. The score now moves on to 219 in the 19th over. Loss of 3 wickets.
73.
Xavier Marshall is on 73, facing the 3rd ball of the over. Xavier hits this ball at the back, deep backward point area for 2 runs. The sweeper comes in, picks up the ball. Xavier Marshall has certainly changed this game after having a very, very slow start, making only 6 runs in the first 18 balls. Now he is on 75 of 45 balls. So you could see the change he has made. Xavier goes big this time, and this is gone. This is gone, hitting the screen, straight 6 for another 6.
I feel a century coming on, man. I feel a century coming on. How are you feeling?
I do believe he has an opportunity. I know Kanar certainly had an opportunity. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. Let's see if Xavier could finish that. Xavier, all right, this is going for byes, 4 byes. Umpire calls a wide because it was way over the head. No opportunity for the keeper to collect that ball. Went over his head for 5 wides. This is an expensive over by Dyer. 17 runs have come in, and we still have 2 more balls.
2 more balls to go. 2 more balls to go. Let's see what you can do, Mr. Marshall. Let's see if you can marshal this one in.
Dyer coming into Marshall. Marshall on 81. 8 balls remaining in the innings. Marshall hits this ball at the backward point area for a 6. He times that ball, slaps that ball at the backward point area. No fielder could get to that ball, and the ball goes for a 6. Alex,
Oh, man.
could this be a century in making? 7 balls left.
Sounds like it could be, but it looks like it should be, man. He's
Yeah.
marshalling it in.
Xavier, I believe, deserved to get in triple digits with what he has done after playing for the first 18 balls.
And here it comes. I believe this one is it.
This will be the last ball of the over. Xavier gets a wide ball called. Umpire calls wide. The score moves on to 239 runs for the loss of 3 wickets.
239.
7 balls remaining. So, Alex, I'm going to ask you, make your prediction. How many runs in this next ball? Come on. It's not that difficult. It's only 1 through 6.
Man, look. I'm looking at a 6.
All right, it's a single.
Man, 1 single off of this ball, man.
But the good thing is Xavier maintains the strike. Last 6 balls of the innings coming. Xavier needs 12 runs. I
12
believe
runs
someone
to the
needs to
century.
tell him. Xavier Marshall, you need 12 runs of the last 6 balls to make your century during the inaugural weekend of the inaugural season of minor league cricket in Metro Atlanta.
2 big 6s, Mr. Marshall.
Xavier, if
2
I was
big
you,
ones.
I would keep the strike. The runs are already there. 240 runs. Keep the strike and make your 12 runs. Here we go. Xavier pushes the ball. Could this be 2? But Xavier goes for a single. He gives away his strike. Now that's called a team player looking
He's
after
sharing
the
it.
team. It does not matter whether he makes his triple digits or not. He is a true team player, making sure that the runs on the score board continue to come. And he knows that his partner, Rutherford, can hit the ball hard as well.
Yes, but you know, as they say, teamwork makes the dream work, and Marshall is marshalling it in, like I said. So I believe that him and Dyer can bring it all home.
So here comes Rutherford. Rutherford just places this ball. It's a short full toss, low full toss. Rutherford just places his bat. The ball goes at deep backward point area for a 4. Score is now at 245. We have 4 balls left. A tremendous, tremendous innings by Kennard Lewis and now Xavier Marshall. Xavier Marshall certainly showed 2 phases of his innings. Third ball coming, takes a single. Smart play by Rutherford. He knows his partner needs 11 runs. He knows his partner needs 11 runs in 3 balls. Xavier, you need 11 runs in 3 balls. Come on, your partner gave you the strike. Keep the strike and make it happen. 11 runs of 3 balls. 3 4s, 2 6s, 1 4, 1 6, 1 single. He goes big time. Could this be out? Looks like he may be caught. He may be caught, and he is caught. Ehsan takes him out. Great innings by Xavier Marshall. Xavier Marshall made 89 runs in 50 balls. We are towards the end of the first innings, the last ball of the first innings. Congratulations to Xavier Marshall for his 89. And the reason why I say congratulations is he had two phases of his innings. The first 18 balls of his innings, he only made 6 runs. In the next 32 balls, he made 83 runs. Here comes the last ball of the over. And Hemraj goes big. This is gone for another time. And this is not Hemraj, this is Rutherford going for 6. Another ball is left. We thought this was the last ball of the over. It looks like that was not the case. Rutherford hit a huge 6. And we are now at the last ball. Slow ball. And it confuses the batsman. He is looking for a no ball from a square leg. Umpire says, no. This is an out. So we finished the innings with a score of 252 runs with a loss of 4 wickets. Actually went for 5 wickets because the last ball of the inning, Rutherford tried to call for a no ball from the umpire. The umpire said, no, you are out. It's a huge total put on by the New Jersey Somerset team. And we need to congratulate that particular team with a final score of 252 for 4. Or for 5, actually. Every bowler was hit hard. We will give you the full scorecard of the innings. Let me just refresh this so we know exactly what transpired here. The final score is 252 for 5. Very good starting partnership by Kanar Lewis and Salik Iqbal. Salik Iqbal got out on 26, facing 17 balls, had 1 4, 3 6s. Kanar Lewis, the man with the power, faced 37 balls, hit 8 6s and 6 4s for 83 runs. The one-down batsman, Xavier Marshall, as I've said repeatedly, when he came in, he had a very slow start. He had made 6 runs off his first 18 balls, and then he went berserk. He ended up making 83 runs. In the next, finished his runs, 89 runs. 89 and 5 4s. Chandra made 18 balls, 1 6, 2 4s. Sheffield Rutherford on 4 1 6. Karima Gore came in for the last ball as a non-striker. The bowlers, every one of them was treated very hard. I'm going to give you the run-up of the 8 bowlers that were used in this particular innings. Neve McNally bowled 47 runs and 3 wickets. Rate of 11. Dyer 4 overs. The economy rate of 13.3. Here Patel 4 overs, 40 runs, 1 wicket. Economy rate of 10 runs per over. Sahil Choran, 3 overs, 38 runs. Economy rate of 12.7. Mark Dayal, 2 overs, 28 runs. Economy rate of 14 runs per over. Ehsan Plummer coming in and bowled 1 over for 14 runs. Darpan Patel, the skipper, can make a difference. Unfortunately, 16 runs in his single over and Vinod for 1. So every in the bowling side, all were hit with the economy rate of 10 plus. Hitting by the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. They made 252 runs with a loss of 5 wickets. True power. Some of the boundaries that were hit upper deck home runs, and this boundary is a big boundary. This is a 75 to 80 yard boundary, but the boundary line had no chance but just to see the ball go above their head for sixes. Ryder inaugural weekend of the minor league cricket. Atlanta Param Veers versus the Somerset Cavaliers. We will be bringing you the second half of the match, the second innings. That Atlanta Param Veers will need from ball 1 is 12.5. Huge run rate. But again, it is a game of cricket, a T20 match. All you need is few players to make runs. We saw that in the Cavaliers inning. Kanar Lewis making 83, Xavier Marshall making 89. So same thing could happen with the bats. Atlanta Param Veers. We will keep you posted, but the second half. You gotta stay with how to run. All right.
Can they make the impossible possible?
It's possible.
Over here in the signal.
As long as he gets medicine, he's good. Interest. He gets better with his medicine.
Yes, please.
He's angry because I didn't tell him I was my this was a last minute decision that I just drive home and I just
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Shafiq again, coming in from Ryder, Georgia. Beautiful afternoon. The second half of the match between Somerset Cavaliers made 252 runs in their allotted 20 overs with a loss of 5 wickets. Have their job cut out, but it is T20 game format. All you need is a few batsmen to stay on the pitch, strike the ball, put up a good score to their name, and in the process contribute towards that 252 chase. This is the first weekend of the inaugural minor league cricket in the United States of America. We are coming live from Ryder, Georgia, at the Param Veers cricket fields in Ryder, Georgia. We will be bringing you live the second half of the match. The opening batsmen are Darpan Patel and Mark Dayal. The bowler coming from the south end, here we go. Darpan facing the first ball of the inning. Wanoy Drysdale coming in from the south end. Drysdale coming in from the south end to Darpan Patel. Darpan places the ball towards the backward point area for a single. Beautiful breezy afternoon in Ryder, Georgia. Thanks to Seema and Jayesh Patel for building this wonderful facility. This is just a beginning. Particular field is going to continue to get better as months go by. We have Dayal, left-hand batsman, facing his first ball of the first over. Certainly boundaries are needed from the first over because the chase is a pretty significant chase. It's 252. And Dayal tries to swing his bat, misses the ball. Ball goes to the keeper. A dot ball. A breezy afternoon. Nice sunny afternoon with clouds. Spectators watching under different tents. Drysdale coming in to Dayal. A low full toss ball at the right spot near the crease on the offside. Batsman misses the ball. Ball goes to the keeper. Another dot ball. So this is Shafiq coming in from Dyer, Georgia. I have my partner Alex here. Alex, this is the first over and 3 balls up, and we 250 over. The run rate is not run rate is good, and they on for a duck. It was a short ball. They all try to pull the ball. Kennard Lewis standing on the mid-on area, saw the opportunity, ran to the ball, and made an easy catch. First wicket is fallen with a score of 1.
1 run, 1 wicket.
1 run, 1 wicket. New Jersey, Somerset Cavaliers are having a great start to this innings. You certainly want to put on the pressure from ball 1 when you know the batting side has to hit boundary. And hitting boundaries from ball 1 is never easy.
It's never easy thing to hit boundaries and have ball 1 and 1 wicket, man. That's heavy.
It's heavy, and it's up to the batsman to make it happen. The bowlers have the advantage because they know they have a huge score to protect. They can afford to give boundaries and still not give the run rate that is required to win this match by the Param team. Sahil Chorania is a new batsman. Sahil is a hard hitter, and I think it was the right decision to send him because we have seen Sahil make some quick runs. When he hits hard. First over is gone with the score on 1, with the loss of 1 wicket. Hanoi Drysdale had a beautiful over of 1 run and of 1 over, 1 run. We are bringing on the spinner for the second over. Durpan sweeps the ball. Ball goes to the deep mid-wicket fielder. 2 players outside of the circle. Deep mid-wicket and long on. Kennard Lewis is on long on. And we have deep mid-wicket. We have Chandrapal Hemraj, left-arm bowler, bowling to Sahil Chorania. Boundaries are needed. A very good ball, a very good ball. No opportunity to do anything on that ball. Hemraj is a very, very experienced bowler. And I think it was a good decision to bring him on. Bringing on the spinner earlier on, putting the pressure on the batsman, increasing the run rate would be the choice that Somerset would want to have. Sahil tries to hit the ball, loses control of his bat with one hand. Durpan is sharp enough to see the misfield that took place and calls on for the second run. Hemraj to Sahil. Sahil hits it big. Very lucky that the ball did not go to the fielder. There was a short mid-wicket fielder there. Sahil needs to keep in mind that the ball is coming quick from the spinner's arm. In order for him to hit boundaries, he will need to time the ball. Durpan on strike. 6 balls gone. Keeper is very quick to keep the rotation going. Fielders are moving quickly because they know the way to keep the pressure on the Param Veers is continue to move the match, continue to move the game, continue to not give time to the batsmen to think, put them under pressure. The score is at the end of 2 overs. The score is 5 runs. Dreiser coming again. Silence, a straight ball over the top of Kanar. Kanar is running behind the ball. Save. Oh, he makes a diving save at the boundary. For a big man, that was a good diving, time diving. Fielding. Kanar Lewis timed his dive. Stopped the ball from crossing the boundary. Saved 2 runs. What I was impressed about, Alex, about this particular thing is Kanar played a lot of balls, but for him to go and dive, that's fun. Sahil edges that ball for 4 runs behind the wicketkeeper. No chance for anyone. The batsmen have to take advantage of the power play overs. There are only 2 fielders outside. We have deep backward square leg player, and we have third man at the boundary. 2 fielders outside of the 30-yard circle. Sahil and Durpan will need to take advantage of that and put up some good score in the first 6 overs. Here we go, Drysdale to Sahil. Sahil defends the ball, a bouncy bounce. A surprising bounce that Sahil did not expect. Protects his wicket. Durpan was very quick to take that single. We have seen Durpan hit some big boundaries. My only question is on this spongy wicket, because it's very difficult to judge the quickers and the quickies that come on this spongy wicket, because the ball bounces a lot higher than one would expect. Durpan tries to sweep the ball. Good running by Sahil. Looks like a leg by. Umpire calls a leg by. The score moves on to 13 runs. This is the 3rd over. And that's not a good sign, because Param Veers pretty much need almost 13 runs in every over. And this is the 13th run taken in the 3rd over. So they are already behind. This is a huge target to chase. 252. Here comes Drysdale. Sahil tries to hit the ball, mistimes it, ball goes to the keeper. Drysdale is bowling very, very smart. He knows he can protect the runs. He's got a lot of runs to protect. He has no issue. But at the same time, he's bowling very, very sensibly. This is his 2nd over. He has given 8 runs in 1.5 overs. So very, very economy rate. Drysdale coming in from the south end to Sahil Charania. Sahil flicks this ball potentially for a 6. And that's exactly what the umpire calls. He flicks that ball, uses the pace of the ball to let the ball go over the boundary for 6 runs. The score goes on to 19 runs for 1 wicket at the end of 3 overs. Beautiful breezy afternoon in Drysdale, Georgia. Hemraj to continue on. Hemraj is a smart spin bowler. He's got two folks on the boundary line, and he takes the wicket. Bowls down Durban. Bowls a quickie. Batsman completely mistimes that ball. The ball hit the stumps before Durban could even react to it. And Param Veers lose their second wicket at the score of 19 runs. This is certainly not starting out well for the Param Veers. They are behind the run rate and they are losing wickets. 2 wickets have been lost. Mark Parchman seems to be walking in as a new batsman. Mark certainly has the ability to make runs. Unfortunately, he was caught behind on the first legal delivery in the first match of the day against New Jersey Stallions. It was a beautiful caught behind, a diving catch by Hiran Patel, diving to the left. Hiran in that particular match had 5 catches as caught behind and 1 stump out. And he also made 28 runs. Certainly man of the match. I'm not sure if he was offered that particular prize or not, but in my view, he was absolutely the man of the match, taking 5 caught behinds and a stump out. Here comes Hemraj to Mark. Mark plays a defensive shot. The New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers are certainly on top of this game right now. They are moving quickly. Mark flicks this ball to the square leg area. Batsmen take 1 run. Mark is off the mark. Score moves on to 20 for 2 in the 4th over. We really need some boundaries because this is a power play time and boundaries are required. Sahil tries to hit this ball and misses that ball to the keeper. Here comes Hemraj. To the fine leg fielder. Umpire calls leg by. 1 ball remaining in this over. This is the 4th over of the match, of the 2nd innings. Hemraj coming into Mark Parchman. Mark hits it straight to Kennard Lewis on the long on side for a single. 4 overs are gone now. The score is score is 22 for 2 at the end of 4 overs. I believe we have a change of bowling now on the south end. The score is 21 for 2. Mark flicks this ball over the circle, going towards the deep mid-wicket boundary for 4 runs. The new bowler is Sheffield Rutherford. taking a short run up, but that should not deceive any batsman. He may be taking a short run up. Keeper is still standing far back because he knows Rutherford can really put the ball up. Rutherford is bowling smart, bowling some small, slow balls, keeping it short, not giving the opportunity to the batsman. Sahil Chorania on 16. Sahil has faced 12 balls with 1-4, 1-6. Mark Parchment on 7. The run rate has now gone above 15 runs per over. Here comes Rutherford to Sahil Chorania. Short ball and Sahil times this right way over the deep square leg. It's between the square leg and fine leg area. No chance for the fielder. Ball goes over the boundary for 6 runs. There are many, many more boundaries like these needed in order to continue on and maintain a decent chase here. Sahil hits it straight over the inside fielders. Kanar gets to the ball. The batsmen run for 2 runs. A productive over thus far. 13 runs have come in. "14 runs off the over in Rutherford's first over. Sahil Chorania on 25. Mark Parchment on 7. Atlanta Param Veers are chasing 252. They are on 36 for 2 at the end of 5 overs. They need additional 217 runs in 15 overs. The run rate is 14.5. Last over, 14 runs were scored, but the overs before that, we didn't get that many runs. So it's not once in a while that runs should come in an over in order for this chase to happen. It needs to be every over that the batsmen need to make over 15 runs to be able to keep this chase going. Hemraj is continuing on. This is his 3rd over. Bowling to Mark Parchment. Ball on the leg side, umpire calls a wide. To the fans to run was a quick stroke to the fielder in the mid-off area. Hemraj to Mark. Mark flicks it to the fine leg area. Fielder is positioned there. The bowler is certainly bowling to his field. The 2 balls that Mark had the opportunity to play went straight to the fielders. A beautiful square cut. No opportunity for the point fielder. Beautiful square cut for 4 runs. The batsmen certainly will need to take advantage of the remaining balls in the power play, because thereafter they will have to endure the 5 fielders outside of the circle, which will make it very difficult for them to get 4s. Obviously, a 6 is a 6, especially if it's hit very hard and goes way outside of the boundary. Hemraj to Mark. Mark aims to flick the ball square of the wicket. Fine leg is there. Umpire calls a leg by. Hemraj is certainly bowling to his fielding positions, not giving any loose balls to the batsmen. Batsmen have to actually earn their runs. Sahil Charania on 29. The score is 43 for 2. Score is 43 for 2 after 6 overs. 210 runs required of the 14 overs. Run rate runs an over. Still on by score 2. Rania on 29 of 20 balls. Mark Parchman 8 runs off 7 balls. We have a change of bowling, looks like. New bowler has come in. Left armer. Full toss ball. Mark flicks it towards the backward square leg area. For a single. Actually, they went for 2. The new bowler is Karima Gore. Karima is a USA player. Full toss, almost a full toss ball. Again, Karima is a left arm spinner, plays for the USA team, a national player, a young player, an experienced player. Here comes Karima. And Mark tries to flick this ball on the leg side. Misses the line completely. Karima is bowling very, very smart. Not giving any opportunity to the batsman to hit any boundaries. Ball goes straight to the long on area for a single. Mark moves on to 11 runs. Sahil, this could be a potentially run out. A direct hit. But batsman was in the crease on the non-striking side. There was a mix-up between the bowler and the batsman running to the non-striking end. Bowler apologizes to the batsman. Very, very economical over that has been bowled by Karima Gore. He has only given 4 runs in 5 balls. And the run rate is creeping up. It is now at 15.6. Karima Gore for this last ball. Mark hits it hard but straight to the long on fielder. Batsmen take a single. Seven overs are gone with the score on 48 for 2. I want to welcome again all the spectators who are here watching this wonderful match, all the viewers who are watching this live with us on YouTube. This is Shafiq coming in from Ryder, Georgia for the inaugural season. We have a new bowler. From the north end, Yasir Muhammad, a leg spinner. Mark took a single off the first ball. Now he's bowling to Sahil Charania. Yasir is a young player. Has a quick action. Takes a pretty decent run up coming to the... And Sahil hits it big. And this one is another home run. This is gone for at least 100 yards. We saw many of these kind of shots in the first innings by Lewis and Marshall. Sahil Charania has come to the party. Beautiful timed stroke for 6 runs. The Param Veers need many of these kind of strokes and shots to continue to stay in this match. Sahil hits it again. It goes straight to the long on player for a single. The fielder misfields, and Mark takes advantage of it and goes for the second run. Good running between the wickets between Mark and Sahil. Mark was always ready to take the second run, and when there was a brief misfield, he took advantage of it and made the second run count. Sahil on strike again. Yasir coming to Sahil. It's a short ball, and Sahil flicks it, gives it the proper treatment. It was a very loose ball on the leg side. Sahil flicks it on the fine leg area. There's a short fine leg fielder, but that fielder had no chance of reaching that ball, and the ball goes to the boundary. This is a decent over. 1 ball left. 13 runs have come thus far. Sahil takes a single to keep the strike. The score at the end of 8th over is 62 for 2. Karima Gore is going to continue on from the south end. He bowled his first over, a very, very economical over for 5 runs. The chase is very difficult right now with a required run rate of 15.9. So anytime you bowl an over with 5 runs or 7 runs, when you know the required run rate is almost 16, it is absolutely a good over. Because it is going to continue to creep up the run rate. Here comes Kareem Gore. He'll flicks it to the short fine leg fielder. Kareem Gore is a USA player. Sahil hits this ball straight to the long on fielder on the boundary for a single. Unfortunately, singles and doubles are not going to do it. It has to be boundaries. Sahil is certainly making a mark He's on 44. Mark Parchman on 14. Karima Gore is giving singles. And whenever you are giving singles, when the required run rate is almost 16, you're doing a great job. Here comes Karima Gore. And it may be an appeal. Umpire says not out. A very, very good over again by Karima Gore. He has bowled 4 balls for 2 runs. Sahil hitting straight. The boundary is a long boundary. Fielder has ample of opportunity to run towards the ball, collect the ball. Batsman only able to run 1 run. This is a long boundary. It's a slopey boundary, upward sloping. Mark hits a huge hit over the deep mid-wicket area for a 6. Was a very good over until the last ball, where Mark hit a huge 6 towards the deep mid-wicket area. Karima Gore went for 9 runs in that over. Still a very economical over. The required run rate is going up, creeping up. The score is 71 for 2 at the 9th over, end of 9th over. Score is 71 for 2 at the end of 9 overs. Current run rate is 7.9. The required run rate is 16.5. Yasir coming to Sahil. Sahil hits a straight ball straight to the fielder at the long off boundary. A bullet ball going to the long off boundary. The fielder makes no mistake, positions himself right behind the ball, gets on his knees, and takes a beautiful catch. Sahil innings comes to an end. Unfortunate straight hit to the fielder. If the ball was hit either 5 yards on either direction, it would have probably gone for a 4 or 6, because it was a bullet that was hit. Sahil gets out on 45. He played 31 balls with 3 4s and 3 6s with a strike rate of 145. Made a good contribution. Unfortunately, hit the ball straight to the fielder on the long off boundary. The score is now 71 for 3 in 9.1 overs. A humongous chase from here on for the Atlanta Param Veers. They need a total of 182 runs in 10.5 overs with 7 wickets in hand, with a required run rate of 16.8. Yasir now bowling to Vinod. Vinod is a new batsman in. Vinod Kumar. Kandaswamy. Also a hard hitter of the ball. But he is in a position where he needs to really hit hard and hit often. Vinod plays the ball to the deep covers area. Yasser coming to Parshman. Another economical over by Yasser. He has only given 3 runs in this over. A youngster. And finishes off his second over, only giving 3 runs. At the end of 10 overs, Atlanta Param Veers are at 74 for 3, chasing 252 runs. The required run rate has gone up to 17.9. This is 11th over coming. This is 11th over coming. We have Iftikhar is the new Somerset continued to rotate their bowlers to not give any opportunity to the batsmen to settle in. Ball straight to the extra cover fielder. No opportunity to the Veers. Good bowling attack by the Cavaliers. Is a foot on the ground, long on fielder, takes a single. The 5 for the loss of 3 wickets. A very economical coming in from the south end. Mark hits Noman straight again to the mid-on. A long on fielder giving singles only. Noman has only given 2 singles in this 4 balls. He is certainly doing his job to continue to increase the required run rate. Here comes Noman. Vinod hits the ball in the sky, goes over the mid-wicket area. The short mid-wicket fielder runs back to collect the ball while the batsmen run 2 runs. This chase is becoming improbable now with the way the runs are coming. Param Veers are not getting any boundaries, and every time they get 1 or 2, it increases the required run rate. It's a flick ball. There's a third man gets underneath the ball and catches that ball very cleanly. It's top edge. Vinod tried to flick that ball. The ball takes a top edge, goes to the third man. The fielder takes no chances, comfortably takes a catch for this particular wicket. This is the 4th wicket fallen for the Param Veers. Vinod gets out at long third man area region. A very, very productive over by Noman, only giving 4 runs and taking a wicket of Vinod. 11 overs have gone by. The run rate has creeped up. The required run rate is now 19.4. 19.4. The current run rate is 7.1. Yasin to continue on. Yasin has bowled 2 overs for 17 runs and 1 wicket. It's a leg spinner, takes a long start, run up. His follow through is almost to the half pitch. He's a quick leg spinner, bowling the ball at the line, right line and length, not giving any opportunity to the batsman. The full toss ball, Mark hits it on the ground to the long on fielder. Takes a single, no opportunity to do anything more than that. The score is now 79 runs at the loss of 4 wickets. Mark Parchman on 24. The new batsman is Every Dyer. Dyer can hit the ball hard, and he certainly tries to do that in the first attempt that he gets. The ball goes on to the long on fielder for a single. Singles and doubles will not do it. It has to be boundaries, and not just a single boundary. It has to be multiple boundaries in an over. Short ball, and this may be a catch. The fielder runs to it, dives, unfortunately misses the ball. A great attempt. It was a catchable ball. The fielder tried to dive towards the ball. It was umpire has called a no ball, a free hit coming to Mark. Chafin Rutherford made a good attempt to catch that ball. Unfortunately, was a little short in diving and catching that ball. A very, very good attempt. A no ball goes for, a free hit goes for a bye. Unfortunate for umpire, changes the call. It's not a bye. It's a wide ball. So the free hit remains in place. Free hit remains in place. The umpire changes the call from a bye to wide, and the free hit remains in place. And again, Dyer takes advantage of it. It looks like it may be caught inside the boundary. The batsman run for 2 since it was a free hit. Batsman is not out. There was some confusion between the bowler and the umpire about the last delivery, or the delivery before, which was called for wide. Here comes Yasir to Dyer. Very, very smart bowling. The youngster is doing a great job in keeping the ball on the offside, bowling leg spin, not giving any opportunity. The sponge on the pitch is raising the ball, not allowing the batsman any opportunity to get behind the ball and hit the ball on the point area. So now we have 12 overs gone. The score is 87 for 4. The required run rate has now creeped up to 20.8. Noman coming in. A low full toss ball, almost a Yoker type ball. Mark plays it well. The ball goes all the way to the long off region. Batsmen run for one. This game seems to be getting out of hand for the Atlanta Param Veers, now requiring almost 21 runs per over as a required run rate. That's a tall order in any format. Here comes Noman. Umpire calls a dead ball. Noman was very economical in his first over. He took a wicket in his first over and only gave 4 runs. Here comes Noman again. Noman Iftikhar to Dyer. Dyer plays on the back foot. There is a fielder at the short backward point area. No opportunity to do anything for the batsman. The fielding setup that Cavaliers have had has been very, very productive. The bowlers are bowling to their field and not giving any opportunity. A quick Yoker type ball. Dyer plays it. Ball goes to the long on region for a single. Unfortunately, these singles or doubles are not going to do it for Param Veers. They really need to hit some boundaries. Here comes Noman. Slow ball. Mark Parchman waits for the slow ball, takes the back foot, hits the ball towards the backward point region. There's no fielder there. The ball goes to the boundary for 4 runs. Smart play by Mark Parchman, waiting for the ball. He picked up that slow ball, got on his back foot, and punched the ball towards the backward point region for a 4. Noman to Mark. This may be a run out. This may be a run out if it's hit. Looks like the ball hits the batsman and he gets tangled. He's holding his knee, looks like. I believe his foot just got tangled as he was avoiding the direct hit. Medical personnel are on the field attending to their Mark Parchman. Mark gets up, cleans his shirt, looks ready to take on his bat. A fortunate situation here, because sometimes when you get tangled, you know, sometimes your bat gets stuck in your pads and you get tangled, and you know, it could have a severe injury caused because of that whole situation. But fortunately for Mark, that's not the case. He gets up, puts on his helmet on the non-striking side. Mark is batting on the score of 28. I'm sorry, he's on 32. My apologies. He's on 32. Mark has faced 26 balls. Noman comes in, balls a quickie, beats Dyer. He now completes his second over for only 11 runs. That is magnificent bowling. 2 overs for 11 runs with 1 wicket. New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers are taking away this match convincingly. 13 overs are gone. The score is 94 for 4. The required run rate has creeped up to 22.7. 22.7 runs per over are required in each of the remaining 7 overs. That's a humongous order. We just saw Mark hit Yasir straight down the boundary for a 6. Good footwork on that particular stroke. Yasir coming again to Mark. Short ball. Mark pulls it. There's a fielder there towards the long on region. Batsman only able to take a single. The required run rate of 22 runs certainly requires a lot of 4s and 6s now. Dyer on strike, facing Yasir. Dyer sweeps this ball. Ball edges on the top edge. Goes towards the third man region. Kanar Lewis chases the ball. Saves the boundary. And the batsmen run for 2 runs. This is Shafiq coming in from Ryder, Georgia on the inaugural weekend of the minor league competition 2021. New Jersey Somerset on top of the game. Dyer hits it big, and this is gone. This is absolutely gone. This is gone a good 90, 100 yards. Today we have seen some huge 6s. We saw some huge 6s by Xavier Marshall and Kanar Lewis in the first innings. We are seeing some 6s here because that are required now. Singles and doubles are not going to do it. 6 of the over. Goes again, Dyer goes again, and it's another 6. Another 6 to Dyer. We know Dyer can hit the ball. I was fortunate with Rula to call the match where it was a semi-final match in the Biba Singh Memorial Cup, and Dyer hit some big 6s. Then keeper at the end, Yasir comes back strong and takes Dyer's wicket. This is a huge wicket because we know Dyer could clear any boundary, and he just showed us how he could clear the boundary by hitting 2 6s in this over. But Yasir comes back, keeps the ball on the offside. Dyer tries to play a slap shot on the backward point region. Unfortunately, edges the ball to the keeper and loses his wicket. The 5th wicket gone. The score 15 at the end of 14 overs. I believe we have a bowling change again on the south end. Noman has been replaced with a new bowler. We will tell you shortly who the new bowler is. It is Muhammad Asad Gauss. First to Mark. Mark hits it boundary and it takes an easy catch. It is a long boundary. Unfortunately, Mark is not able to clear that boundary. The fielder comfortably takes the catch, maybe around 7 yards into the field. And Mark Parchman goes for score of 39. He faced 30 balls, 2 4s and 2 6s with a strike rate of 130. Mohammad Gauss comes in and takes a wicket right away in his first over. Mark tried to clear the boundary, but it is a very, very long boundary. The long on fielder had no issue getting underneath the ball and catching that ball. The score is now 115 for 14.2 overs. We have 2 new batsmen, Hassan, who came in last, and the new batsman walking in, just coming in, is Param Patel. Param is a left arm hard hitter. Hassan is also a hard hitter, but right now we need boundaries. Param places the ball towards the bowler. No runs taken. Mohammad Gauss comes again. Param plays a back foot stroke to the covers region. It's 104 overs. The required run creeped up to 25.7. This game is pretty much done. I have my friend Alex, who just joined us. Again, I think this
man. This game to make them. This one looks like it's going, but the outfielder caught it. They still got 2 runs from it. Oh, looks like a run out. Almost. But it didn't get there.
I think 25 runs, continuously taking 25 runs for the next 5 overs. That's for any pair on the crease.
You would have to be hitting all 6s off each ball.
Mohammad Gauss bowls a quick one. Very smart bowling. You have a third man, a fine short third man who picks up the ball very quickly. Mohammad Gauss for his first over, take even for only a wicket. The Somerset Cavaliers have says no, they had a shot of 2. They never taste. They haven't the chance to the batsman. 2-3 overs, they have brought in a new bowler. Pace, they have brought in medium pacers, they have brought in spinners, they have brought in left armers, right armers, and this is, I think, good because this has allowed them to keep the run rate low for the Atlanta Param Veers, and I believe we have Kareem Gore coming again. He bowled 2 overs before for 17, and Kareem Gore comes again from the north end. Kareem Gore is a USA player bowling to Param Patel. And let's see what Param can do to catch up here. Param hits it big, but it goes straight to the fielder, and the fielder makes no mistake on the long on side. Straight to the fielder, and he makes no mistake taking that catch. And Param Patel is gone.
Good attempt from Param Patel. Good attempt from Param Patel. But guess what? These New Jersey bowlers have not made these batsmen comfortable at all. Not giving them a chance. They came in with fire, taking their posture with giving fire after each over.
Absolutely will walk away with a huge net run rate in this particular match because having scored 252 runs, they have a potential of winning this match by over 100 runs, which will be a huge thing in any T20 match.
Yes, way over 100 runs.
Score is 118 with a loss of 7 wickets. Karima Gore bowling to Ehsan. Karima giving no chance to Ehsan to make any stroke. You know, this ground has long boundaries, and again, we saw multiple times players getting out at the long on, long off boundary, right at the edge of the boundary, because it is a long, long, long boundary. Here comes Karima Gore again. Ehsan tries to pull the ball. Unfortunately, misses it. The casual appeal. Karima Gore comes again. Ehsan tries to get up to the ball, tries to flick the ball. No success in really making any impact. Takes 1 run. One thing we have noticed, Alex, you know, the bowlers are quick to come and bowl their balls. They are not giving any chance for the batsmen to take their crease and settle in. Karima, I notice he comes in, takes the ball and comes again on his second ball, you know.
Yes, and you would think at this rate they would start taking it easy, but they have not eased up at all.
Absolutely not. Umpire calls a dead ball because the batsman was not ready. Karima comes again and bowls out. Here Patel bowls out. Here Patel, who was a new batsman coming in. Here was unable to make any contribution. I believe he got bowled out, bowled on his first ball. And once again, Karima never gave any opportunity to the batsman to get settled in. I believe it's an over, but the umpire is still standing on the presiding side, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. Our scorecard shows an over.
Just like this game, it's pretty much over.
So we had a mix-up in terms of the number of balls that the umpire thought were bowled in that over. Third umpire had to get involved and call out the over. So at the end of 16 overs, score is 119 for 8. Mohammad Gauss coming again. Ehsan slapping that ball to the long on region. The batsman trying to go for 2. The fielder throws the ball straight to the keeper, not giving any opportunity for a double here. And if you heard some background noise before the start of this over, we were trying to get the over done because there was a mix-up. The presiding umpire was not ready to call the over while it was an over. It's a misfield. The fielder running to the ball. The batsmen take 2 runs. At the short third man region, the fielder misfields the ball. Mohammad Gauss is bowling quick spin, not giving any opportunity for the batsman to settle in. We have Neve McNally, and he hits this ball hard, but it's a catch and is taken. Again, a ball is hit to the long on region. The fielder accurately runs into the ball. It was probably about 15 yards into the boundary. The fielder runs into the ball, gets on his knees and catches the ball.
What beautiful teamwork.
I've been very, very impressed with this fielding side. They have set up the field. The bowlers have bowled to the fielders where the field has set up. Every time we have seen a ball get hit for a potential 4 or 6, before you know, there's a fielder there catching the ball.
The bowlers have been trusting their outfield a lot.
Absolutely. And
Beautiful teamwork.
And the fielders are not disappointing the bowlers at all. They are holding on to the catches. The score is 122 for 9. This is the last wicket. The batsman going in is Dhruv Patel. Ehsan is on 4, having faced 7 balls. This is the 17th over. And I think this match may not get to the 20th over. Match may be done before the 20th over is bowled.
Use my camera for the room.
Mohammad Gauss coming into Dhruv. He flicks it to the long on region for a single. Mohammad Gauss bowling very, very sensibly. He is a quick spinner, but not giving any room to the batsman to hit any big shots. This is his second over. He has taken 2 wickets. Here comes Mohammad Gauss to hits it straight, goes towards Kanar Lewis at the long for a single. Kanar casually picks up the ball, throws it to the bowler for a single. Score is now 124. Mohammad Gauss coming into Dhruv. Dhruv nudges the ball to the fine leg fielder Rutherford. I think he knows the game is done. His excitement for this particular match or enthusiasm may be dwindling because this match is pretty much done. Karim Al-Gore is going to continue on. The score is 125. Loss of 9 wickets at the end of 17th over. Score is 125 with the loss of 9 wickets at the end of 17th over. This game is pretty much done. The required run rate is 42.7.
At 42.7, the players are just playing for stats at this moment.
Unless the bowlers end up bowling many, many no balls that go for 6s or wide balls that go for 6s, I don't think this match is going
Anywhere close.
in Param's favor. Here we are, pretty much more of a formality for this match. Karim Al-Gore coming in, bowling to Dhruv. Dhruv tries to edge it, ball goes to the keeper. Karim Al-Gore picks up the ball quickly. He's a very quick, I think he can probably bowl 6 balls in 1 minute, you know, the way he bowls. Karim Al-Gore gives a run-out opportunity. There's no backup. Kanar Lewis is running behind the ball. There could be 2 extra misfield runs. Overthrow runs coming in. Karim Al-Gore gave a good throw to the keeper. Keeper wasn't able to collect it. There wasn't an accurate backup player. The ball goes beyond Kanar Lewis. And the batsmen end up running 2 extras for overthrows. Karim Al-Gore coming quickly to the batsman Ehsan now. Ehsan slaps that ball and a beautiful catch.
Fatality.
Beautiful catch at the backward point region, taking the 10th wicket, and the match is done.
Pretty much. The
This-
match has pretty much been done
It
a
has-
few overs ago.
The match is done. Atlanta Param Veers lose their 10th wicket on 128 score in 17.4 overs. I'm going to give you the full scorecard for this match, and the margin of victory is humongous. New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers have won this match by 125 runs. That's a huge margin in any T20 match. They made 252 for the loss of 5 wickets. Atlanta Param Veers were only able to make 128 runs for the loss of 10 wickets in 17.4 overs. The Atlanta Param Veers scorecard looks like 2 runs to Darpan Patel. Mark Dayal was not able to open his scorecard. Sahil Chorani tried his best, but he was out for 45. Mark Parchman made 39 runs. Vinod Kumar, 4 runs. Everett Dyer, 18 runs. Param Patel, 1 run. Hir Patel, 0. Neve McNally, 2 runs. Drew Patel was not out for 5. The bowling figures for the New Jersey are as follows. Overs 14 runs, 1 wicket of 7 point. Chandrapal overs 12 of 4 runs per over. Shafin Rutherford runs. Karima Gore 3.4 runs, 3 wickets. Rate of 4. Nasir Muhammad, the young 4 overs, 2 wickets, the most 47 runs to his. Noman Iftikhar 2 overs, 11 runs, 1 wicket. Economy rate of 5.5. Mohammad Asad Gauss, who came at the end, bowled very well, very sensibly for 2 overs, 9 runs, 2 wickets, with the economy rate of 4.5 runs. So once again, this is Shafiq coming to you live from Ryder, Georgia. It has been a wonderful day of cricket here. 2 matches were played. The morning match between New Jersey Stallions and Atlanta Param Veers. Stallions won that match with a margin. The second match played here between New Jersey Cavaliers and Atlanta Param Veers. Somerset Cavaliers won that by 125 runs. Big losses. For the Atlanta Param Veers on the inaugural weekend of the inaugural Minor League Championship 2021. They were the home field team for both got played. Unfortunately, they were on matches and ended up losing both the matches. I believe that net run rate will be very bad coming out of these 2 losses. But this is Shafiq. It has been a pleasure bringing these 2 matches live from Ryder. I want to thank Roddy, our videographer, team, Alex, and others brought this game live to you. It is always a team. Our video personally made it happen. So on behalf of our team, Shafiq. I would just say goodbye, au revoir. Safe travels who have traveled for this weekend to play their inaugural week. Get home. Remain, please be cautious in this COVID environment. We are not done with this COVID virus. Wherever you are in this country, take necessary precautions and always look after yourself, look after your friends, look after the people that you care for. But more importantly, get vaccinated because it means a lot for people around you. You are doing service to humanity by getting vaccinated. And we hope and pray that all of you will follow the guidelines to be vaccinated. Once again, this is Shafiq saying adieu from Ryder, Georgia. Safe journey to the, and we will aim to bring you more matches in the coming months and coming weeks.